am excited to celebrate a net of 500 subscribers. So she goes by Wayfaring Panda, and she's doing a YouTube hop and giveaway. So if you found me through that hop, great, continue on the playlist. If you come to me directly from my channel, please check out the playlist and go particularly see her hop because she's giving away a $25 gift card. So that is amazing, and please help her celebrate reaching 500. So the challenge that she put out there was a pick 5 challenge. And I've got the 15 things she gave us to pick from in the description below. But the 5 things that I'm picking are a color of turquoise, sky blue, or teal. So I'm going to be using the Spice collection from 49 and Market. And as you can see in here, the leaves that we have and a lot of the stuff is teal. So I'm going to be using that in some of my embellishments. In addition, film strips. So 49 and Market, known for film strips. I've got a few of those that I'm going to be using. Nature. I'm going to be using this paper that does have nature, plus our photo is nature. Nouveau drops. So I've got, oh, I had it out. Where did it go? Now I can't find it. Oh, there it is. Nouveau drops. I've got Nouveau drops in, this is gilded gold. I'm going to be using that. I think that was 4. And then finally, die cuts. So I'm going to be counting these laser cuts as die cuts. So those are the 5 things that I'm going to be doing. I'm doing this picture using this collection, and I will catch you on the flip side. We'll go into fast forward now. We are in fast forward. So this particular collection I loved quite a bit, and I'm down to like 3 pieces of paper. So what you're seeing me do here is kind of take the little bits of leftovers I have, and you're going to watch me kind of figure out how to take the little bits of leftovers I have to make some layers, because I don't have any full pieces. But I ended up being able to utilize some of the packaging, some of the other solids that I had, and really make it work for having a mat on there. So I'm super excited for net. I think this is great. I happen to be at 490 something as we're talking, so I'm close to 500, and I know it's such a huge milestone, and it feels so good to actually get there with your channel. So I'm so excited for her, and I think this is a great way for her to celebrate and to give back. So it's very exciting. Really hope that you go catch up on her video so that you can be entered into the opportunity to get that $25 gift card. So you see me here kind of, like I say, Frankenstein, a little bit of the mats together. So I have that one spot on the green mat that I'm going to have to figure to cover up. And then I have, for the brown mat, what I ended up doing is I took a piece of the brown mat and then moved it up to cover the hole. So figure out how to make your supplies work. When you look at this layout, you will never notice that the brown mat is not contiguous. It's 2 pieces. And if you look at the back, you can see all the little pieces that I cut out of those pieces already. Also, another reminder to use your packaging. Like, it's the right color, it's what you need, and if it's available to you, you can use it as paper. So that is actually 2 pieces of packaging that I'm using there, and it works out great. So now I am just using the die cut to actually kind of put around my photo. So nature and teal are in these die cuts, plus they're die cuts. So technically I think they're laser cuts is what 49 and Market called it, but I'm going to count them as die cuts. And here I am putting my film strips on. I've got both green and orange. Love how those look. And I am just kind of finding individual little pieces off of all of these little die cut, laser cut sheets and putting them on there, adding leaves, adding things to make it look better. And this is a simple layout, really. It's just layers of paper and layers of die cuts. No stickers, no mixed media, really. Tags. I'm using the tags not to write on, but just for places to house embellishments. Ended up putting a butterfly. So technically, that's another one of the pick 5s, which is animals. So I think I could have counted that as well. So I believe I actually ended up with pick 7 of the 15. But you just need to pick 5. That's a challenge and it's fun. Adding more florals, added a little more pink. I like this particular paper because gives me a place to go in the diagonal, which is exactly what I like to do. You know how I love a good diagonal layout, and that's what I'm doing here with this one. So I'm building up that diagonal, first with the picture and then with the additional embellishment. So I did take two pieces of the tags. What are they called? The strips, the branding strips. Well, that took a second to come up with. Branding strips to make a little place for an additional embellishment. I'm going to put remember this down there, and that's another teal. So I'm really playing into the teal. Even though it wasn't in the paper a lot, it was in this collection. So I'm making it work. And then I'm pulling through here to get memories in the leaves, because as you can tell, this picture was us walking and seeing that beautiful tree in the background that had just started. This is just when the leaves were changing colors in the fall last year. And that's what this photo is of. And so I thought Memories in the Leaves was a great title. So now I'm going to put all of those away. And I believe the last thing that I need to do, I add some hearts from the chipboard. The last thing I need to do is add the Nuvo drop. And the very first Nuvo drop that comes out sets the tone for how these Nuvo drops go for me. It comes out in a big splurt, and it's not exactly a drop, but we're going to make it work. And you'll see that in a second. And then when I go to add a little bit of splatters, my paper drags through that same Nuvo drop. So watch closely as we go through and do this very first drop, because it's going to be kind of the theme. But we're going to put these drops down, and I put it, and I guess you can't really tell in fast forward, but it did blurt out quite a bit. And I'm just adding them in groups of 3 around the page just to have them. And I really like this particular gold. It's a good kind of muted gold, but it adds a little bit of color. So I'm really liking, and I'm going to whack those down to make those dots kind of flat. I really like how this looks, but I just want a little more color. So I stick that envelope down, and I don't realize that I have stuck it right in one of those Nuvo drops. So then I'm going to have to go back and fix that. But that's the last thing that I got to do is fix that one Nuvo drop. And in just a second, you're going to see the final layout. Really enjoyed this. I enjoy a good pick 5. And hopefully you do too. Please check out the playlist below and like and subscribe. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.